Hi, I'm Will Wagner. I'm the head football coach here at Angelo State University, and I am going into my 4th year here at Angelo State. And I got into coaching after finishing playing days at Hardin-Simmons University, and I've been coaching for 16 years now, and been an enjoyable experience. I really enjoy the opportunity to work with young student athletes, be able to develop them as players and young men. That's where my joy comes from. I really enjoy game planning on Monday and getting ready for an opponent, and then also recruiting, the aspect of meeting kids and selling a great university here at Angelo State University. And so it's been an enjoyable experience up to this point. High expectations this year, and our staff has done a great job in the recruiting, developing players and building them up into what we see will make this program successful. And so 2014 will be a telling year for us, and we're excited about the challenge. Well, one aspect that we always talk about here at Angelo State University is family, and it starts with us as coaches, putting in time with our own family, and I think that we do a great job balancing both, but also being able to put it on display to our players. I know our kids and our families are up here all the time, and so our players see the importance of it. My 2 young sons are around our guys all the time, and I actually have a couple that have babysat my 2 young boys, and so it means a lot to have a type of team that you're proud of, that you feel confident to have your young kids around at all times. And so we continue to preach being a family. You know, stressing it on game day, at the end of the game, when we have parents and everyone come down in the field to meet the players and get autographs from the players as well. So we want this to be a close-knit family. You know, the most important thing when a young student athlete gets done, obviously we want them to graduate and have their degree, go on to grad school or go into the workforce and be very successful. But as a coach, we hope to develop those young men starting off in their freshman days, teaching them what we say, you know, graduating men of character, helping them grow, helping them learn responsibilities, things that will better prepare them after they do graduate. And so hopefully as a staff and as a coach that we can make a difference in their lives. I know that we are put in a position that with some student athletes that this is the only really male influence that they might have, and hopefully we can make a difference in their lives and help springboard them in to be successful in the business world, successful husbands, fathers. Some great mentors that I've had, not only from playing but coaching as well. 3 guys come to my mind. One would be Jimmy Killing, a college coach at Hardin-Simmons, who I played for and actually got to work for. Just how he ran in the program, how he recruited young kids to a Division III school, and how important family was to him. The next one would be Mel Church, my boss at Northwest Missouri State University, one of the best Division II coaches around, and just really got to learn a lot from running a program, how you treat people, not only as your staff, but your players and people across campus, and then how important developing young men into men of character. And then the last one is Scott Boswick, who was a defense coordinator at Northwest, who recently passed away 3 years ago. Just how important everyone was, and how that at times that you had to be hard on kids and individuals, but it didn't change how you felt about them. He could get onto you, and then 2 minutes later have his arm around you, hugging you and telling you how much he loved you. And so being able to you know, get the best out of your players was the main thing that Scott taught me. During my playing days, I've been very fortunate to be on some very successful teams, starting off at Odessa Permian, winning the state championship my senior year, and was able to go both ways, played receiver and safety. My main responsibility on defense was just making sure to stay as deep as the deepest, is what Coach said, and make all the saving tackles if need be. But I had the opportunity to be a good player because of the guys that were in front of me. D-line and linebackers were probably the tops in the state at that time, and so it made my job easy as a safety. And kind of had the same experience at Hardin-Simmons. You know, as a safety, a lot of it depends on the guys up front and the type of pressure they can put on the quarterback. And I was very fortunate to play behind some guys like that. And so, you know, as a safety at Hardin-Simmons, I was fortunate to have numerous picks, and it was all because of those guys up there. I was an average athlete, but I studied a lot of film, which kind of gave me an advantage to everyone else on the field. You know, my faith is a huge part of who I am and how I've been raised, and so that's something that we've incorporated as a staff into our players. We have the opportunity to go to a couple local churches during fall camp. They open up their doors for us, which I think is a great thing for our kids, knowing that they have a place to go every Sunday if they would choose to do that. And then those churches also fed us with the congregation, so our kids get an opportunity to know some of the people in the community right away, and I think it allows those people in the community to identify with our athletes, and when they come out to our games on Saturday, they can cheer for each individual. And so I think it's a great part of our program. Some of the memorable moments that I can recall in my coaching career are a lot of times at Northwest. Went to 7 national championships and winning 3 of those. You know, anytime you get to win a national championship, obviously it's going to be something that you won't forget. Particularly our second one in 1999 when we went into 4 overtimes. We were down 27 points in the 4th quarter, came back, tied it, went into overtime and won it on a fumble in the 4th overtime. So that was a memorable experience for me. Some other ones are just seeing kids graduate, being able to see your student athletes walk across the stage, grab that diploma, and become successful men is things that you won't forget. Going into our 4th season here at Angelo State University, there's a lot of things that we're excited about. Not only are we excited about the players that we got coming back, but the great recruiting class that we put together this season with our high school kids and some transfers to mix in as well. But you know, the excitement of what we have going on here at Angelo State University. We saw the new additions to the weight room, the commitment that we've made to make that a better place for our student athletes, for our student athletes here, and not only the ones that we'll be recruiting, and what we got going on here in the background with our new stadium. We're very fortunate to have a lot of support with our alum and people here in the community, and so we're fortunate to play all of our games this season here at the LeGrand Stadium at First Community Credit Union Field. My love of football began at a young age in Odessa, playing for the Permian Panthers, but it's continued to grow as a coach. And the one thing that I learned is it takes a team to be successful. It's not an individual sport where we can go out there and count on the individual. All 11 players on the field at one time need each other to be successful, and that makes my love of the game grow.